This is Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shake that fire.
Wake your fuck ass up. That crust out your eyes.
There's never been a time our next guest, who's also a member of the show.
Yeah.
He's one of the extended members of the show.
Absolutely.
I can't recall a project that he's done, whether it's with Christina Aguilera.
Wow.
You know, whether he's worked with Nas, B.I.G. Oh, shit.
And I'm an employee.
And he's an employee as well. My bad. He got his own. He put out his card.
Jay-Z.
Luda, KRS-One,
Wow.
Kanye West, Most Def, Common. There's never been a time that this man has decided to create and produce and mix it up with another artist that it turned out bad.
Right.
That I know of. He might have some stuff shelved that we never heard of. But for the most part, he's always won when it came to music. That's my good friend and brethren, the one and only DJ Premier.
Hello, everybody. And
So
thanks for the invite to the fight, too.
this past weekend?
Yeah, the McGregor fight.
Oh, the McGregor fight. No problem, man. You and all your friends. It was all good. You're always welcome, man.
Shout out to Lenny and Brady Watt.
Okay, yes, indeed.
Oh,
yes,
the voice
indeed.
of- yeah, that's right.
And then I've been really lurking on his Instagram, and Preem has been telling me, Tori, man, you gotta learn Tori Wolfe, and that's how he just says it. Tori.
Yeah.
He don't give you any information. It's like Tori Wolfe. That's all I gotta say, Sway. Oh, what is Tori, a guy, a girl? Does
Right.
Tori rap? Does Tori sing? What does Tori do? Wait till you see. Tori Wolfe. It's gonna be dope. Watch.
There you go.
And then I finally saw something that you was posting on Instagram where y'all were vibing, you and this artist Tori Wolfe. And she was singing in front of you on the turntables.
Just doing a sound check.
Yeah, and was that a sound check? That was a sound check?
Yeah, just messing around.
Oh, the sound check was banging. I was like, oh, they must be killing that audience. I want to welcome her to the show. The one and only Tori Wolfe is here.
Well, happy to be here.
Tori, I'm happy to have you. I will admit, I don't know a whole lot about you. And I didn't even want to do the deep dive and go searching. I just wanted to ask you things because all Primo said was Tori Wolfe. Wait till you know. Tori
She's
Wolfe.
good. She interviews well.
Tori, where are you from?
I'm from Long Island originally.
From Strong Island. Have the B, home of JVC Force.
What up, Wanda?
Yep. How long do you play instruments?
Yeah, I play the guitar
Okay.
and the drums a little bit.
Who's
Get
that
into it.
playing the gum right now? Who's smacking? Oh, Preem? Oh, okay. I thought he was Preem was doing a smacking beat.
I wanted my breath to smell good when I said hello to everybody.
Oh, okay. My bad. And
Thanks,
so did you
Tracy.
get into instruments through school education or you just
Yeah,
picked
when
them
I
up?
was 8, I got into drums,
Okay.
which was really intimidating at the time because I was definitely the only girl doing it, but it was great.
Why do instruments? How come they're genderized? Like drums are for guys,
I wanted to do
flutes
drums,
are for
too.
girls.
Oh, forget it. And they like put me on the bells for years. You
But
know
you
what
were
I
on the
mean?
bells.
I was like, give me a snare drum, anything. And
What
then
the-
one guy was really good, and he always got the snare. But one day he fell ill. It was during this like performance. I was 9, and they were like, "Who knows the part?" And I was on the low, like paradiddle all day, and they were like, "Tori knows the part," and they threw me in last minute. I was like, "Yeah." I mean, that was one of the best days of my
The
life.
best day, and you were 9 years old.
Yeah.
Damn, and you still think about it like it was.
Yeah,
We got to
it was-
get you some more
Stay with
victories.
It was crazy though. I was so scared. It was great though.
And
you know?
that set it off. When did you first play with a band?
Maybe 12 or 13. Jam band, you know.
Now, was this aesthetic always like this? Were you always just like you got a whole lot of uniqueness going on, from the tats on your arms to she got her shirt rolled up like Snyder from One Day at a Time. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Like a pack of
used to
six.
have a cigarette.
Remember
I got a pack of
Her
red apples
Instagram
by
is
left
ill,
sleeve.
too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, her Instagram is ill.
Yeah, she looked like a sweet badass.
a sweet badass.
I like that. I like
Let's
that.
just talk about Tori while she's here, right?
Talk good
Well,
shit about
Tracy's
her.
hitting the mark.
Yeah, but like this dichotomy kind of going on because like her delivery method when she speaks is very forthcoming and makes everyone feel comfortable. But I feel like she's also a storyteller and transparent. But then a bit of the outside aesthetic, going to the tats and then being in black and the mohawk. That's like there's a rawness there.
Yeah.
And that fire lunchbox.
Yeah. What is this lunchbox, Tori?
It used to be for cassette tapes, but
Yeah.
took the tray out. You know, I just keep my things in here, my glasses.
Turn it around so the camera can see.
That's fire.
It is.
Microphone.
That's a conversation.
Got a
starter.
microphone.
Yeah, hold up, man. What kind of glasses are these?
They're fresh, huh?
They're Ray-Ban. Okay, here, try some Pradas. And I'm
You know what? Always showing off.
Let's see what that prescription. Though, be careful.
Oh, God.
Yeah, don't do it there.
I'm not doing it.
All right.
Wow, swear you.
Damn, swear you look like you from 71.
Nah, I mean,
You smoke a lot of weed.
Great Superfly.
Got my wood.
got a wood. Oh, you got a burn.
Yeah, she burns wood.
That's
all
for the
time.
environment. Get the aromas correct.
What's the name of that wood?
Palo Santo.
Yeah, Palo Santo.
Look at that. Look, you know she ready. You keep a mic in
But you
there.
know
Who give
what?
a mic?
I wish a lot more artists did that because microphones are very germy.
Absolutely.
And
They're the
people,
most germy.
they
Yeah.
so germy and people put their mouths on them all the time. And I always
Forget
encourage artists to carry around their own mic.
It's the best.
It's the
Yeah.
best.
What is
That's
that?
dope.
You record vocals on this?
I just play fun games on there. I can like turn my voice into a man voice, or I can make more of me.
Well,
you know.
can we demonstrate this?
Oh, sure.
Got the plugins?
Lock it in.
Can
Wonder
plug
said
in?
we could do it.
We could do it. Come back with that.
XLR?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we could do it.
Okay, so now you got a new album called Flow Riot. You know, what informed your music living in Strong Island? Like, where did you find inspiration? Was it online, or was it anything in the environment? Or
Well, I booked it out of there when I was 17
okay,
and went across the country
Whoa.
with a group of friends. And yeah, I mean, I'm a homebody though, so I made it across the country and then sat in another room somewhere else.
okay,
And so
okay.
just I don't know, my brain, insomnia, that was a big inspiration.
Insomnia. So you stay up late and you sit and analyze what's going on in the world and your
Yeah.
life, and that makes a song.
In everything, inanimate objects, those bring a lot of inspiration too.
How did y'all meet?
Through Ian, my manager. He kept telling me about her repeatedly. He played me some demos. A lot of them were acoustic because she plays guitar a lot, you know. So I had heard some of the demos. This was actually when I was working on the first Prime album with Royce.
Oh,
so
okay.
this is back in 2013, 2014. And he kept sending me demos and saying, you know, you want to work with it? And I said, I'm down to work, but I can't interrupt what we're doing. You know, it's not a priority. But later on down the line, another year passed. And same thing happened. I was still caught up with a lot of work. We were touring at the time. And then this past year, he was like, how about now? And King of Chill, who is one of my engineers and a legendary producer.
Wait a minute.
KC.
And Creepy Clown.
We were on the phone with King of Chill last week.
Yep.
Asking him questions about songs.
Yeah.
He's a
He's a songwriter.
one of
Yes,
the
he
most
is.
legendary ghostwriters
Ghostwriters.
in the game.
Absolutely.
We won't say who some of the folks he was
Yeah.
ghostwriting for.
Mega hits, you know.
Okay.
And he's one of my mentors in production. So being he engineers a lot of my sessions, he was like, yo, while you're busy, do you mind if I do a couple demos with her and see if we can get the ball rolling? I was like, okay. So he did 2 songs, played them for me, and I was used to the way her demo sounded. So when I heard the beats like with King of Chill and I do, I was like, you know what? Let's squeeze in 14 days of just working with her and see what we come up with. We weren't planning on an album. We just started doing beats. She would send the songs that morning, 5 songs already done the next morning because like I said, she stays up and don't sleep. And they were done. And I was like, all right, now come in and record it with me, you know, just over. She was doing it on her own garage band herself. And then we re-recorded with me, and we started tolling the songs that King of Chill did and that I did. And we was like, man, we got over 12 songs. We got an album. Fuck it.
Was that the vision? Like, you couldn't have dreamt, you know, when I record my first solo album, you know what? I'm going to get DJ Premier to come over. You know what I mean? Like,
That's crazy.
you know, what's the likelihood of this happening for you, right? You know, I know. I'm sure you know who he. Of course, you know who DJ Premier is. But was that?
Yeah.
Y'all coming together?
Well, we were cool already for those years because of the fact that Ian kept coming to town.
Yeah.
So I already vibed with just her as a person. She's so deep, and I like deep people. You know.
Well, she studies inanimate objects. You got to be.
Yeah. You know, that's why I like. That's why I like everybody is. You know, I like Heather.
That's a whole nother level.
Mike Muse. You know.
Yeah, you know.
These are the right people I like.
How do you like the fusion of what you do with what he does? How did that turn out?
I love it. I mean, it's cool to hear what Tracy said before, because that's how I feel like the music is as well. The dichotomy of that soft, you know, tender delivery with that primal, raw hip hop beat and the emotion. all flowing together.
Plus, too, as an artist, it's important, like even with KC, King and Chill, with Premier, to have like seasoned engineers and producers in the studio with you to help you bring out your sound and to capture it is such a plus. What do you do, though, on your off days? Because a lot of times as artists, you get into a studio and you're just like, I'm not feeling it. Do you try to push through anyway, or you just cancel the session and just say, I'm going to head home, start over the next day?
So far in my life, I push through because I feel like those feelings are meant to be happening in that moment, and it's a different sound that's going to come through. It's not like I'll try another day. I mean, because like there's so many times, even when you're sketching a drawing and you're younger or something, you just don't throw it out ever. It's a moment. It's capturing something. It's happening for a reason, I feel like.
Such an artist. I love this. Yeah, Tori.
I want to know more about the inanimate objects. So which objects bring the most inspiration?
Well, just anything. I'm so into how everything is the same, really. Like, like a long time ago, I wrote a song about a boat and its relationship to the water, but never mentioned either one of those things. And it sounds just like a love song between two people. Like, don't get inside of me. I want to stay on top of you. You made me
clever. Yeah.
Don't go inside. I want to stay on top of you. That's the boat speaking, right?
Right.
Okay.
What could you muse about, like, your coffee cup? If you could just vibe off of it.
Just, holding liquid. Like, I think it's easy with liquid because being liquid, being water, how I feel as a being in this life, like taking any shape that I fall into. Keeping me warm, holding me.
Oh, so she's going into a verse. She's going into a verse. I see that. We about to come up with a hook right now. Holding me, keeping me warm, holding me. Oh, I hear it. All right. Hey, you know what? You got a song called "Big Big Trouble" on this project. Is that one? Who produced that one? You guys did it. Preem. What? I don't even want to ask you what it means. Let's listen to it.
Okay,
let's listen to it. We're going to play that. You want to speak with Tori Wolfe? 888-742-3345.
It's Sway in the morning, only
on Shade 45.
Kilo.